It is time once again to do my annual year-end wrap-up where we talk about the most memorable moments of the year that we are wrapping up. I do these for me, I do them for you, my Enthused Crew, my peeps. These are a way, like a scrapbook of the year. I was kind of bummed to look back and realize that I did not do one for 2024, and I've done one for every year for so long. So to make up for that, I am doing a quick montage of our cross-country road trip from 2024, Florida to California, seeing so much of America, so many sights along the way. Here's just a really quick view of it, but I recommend checking out the playlist, soak in some of the vibes with us. This whole road trip was planned around being in Texas for the Great Solar Eclipse, and it was one of the most magical and incredible experiences we've ever had. Sometimes you just can't picture how much open space is out there across the USA until you see it and drive through it. We saw farms, towns, cities, tourist attractions, roadside attractions, historic sites, national parks, a dream come true trip in so many ways and an eye-opening trip in so many ways. We also got to see a lot of Route 66 stops I'd always wanted to see, movie locations, historic places from the golden age of the Great American Road Trip, some still thriving, some abandoned or in various stages of disrepair, some bustling with people, and some baking in the sun. We love the freeing feeling of being able to pull our car over and stop and walk around and check these places out. It's just one of the things I love about road trips and prefer to other types of travel. And nature, lots and lots of nature. Sedona is one of those places I had always wanted to go, and it really lived up. Arizona was wild. We went to Bedrock, we went to the Grand Canyon. We did and saw so much before we got to Vegas and California. Stopped at as many Route 66 stops as we could too. As you're heading further west through Arizona, getting closer to Las Vegas, it really feels like a dream world. It feels unreal. The sky goes on for miles. There are long stretches that are just mind-blowingly beautiful. And then you get to Las Vegas. In the last leg of the trip, we were in Las Vegas and we finished up in Disneyland and Universal Hollywood. So it was quite a party to wrap the trip up. Final push from Vegas to California is one of my favorite road trip areas in the USA. We went to Goodspring, Nevada to see Fallout New Vegas locations. We went and saw abandoned roller coasters and casinos. We saw places we had wanted to see for so long and revisited some places we had been that are now abandoned or about to be. We're both so glad we got so much footage of Buffalo Bills and Primm, Nevada, and all these places that are now closed because it's something special to have documented. And this year we went back to see more, so that'll be coming up soon. Okay, so maybe that wasn't as quick as I intended it to be, but this trip deserved its own wrap-up. So now let's move on to 2025. And all those vlogs are there for you to enjoy if you want to go through the trip with us from beginning to end, or just pick through the ones that sound most interesting. And there was a lot more. 2024 was a big year, but those vlogs are all there. That's one of the things I love about vlogging is y'all know that I love scrapbooking and journaling and all of that, but this is like my public scrapbook and journal that I can share with everyone. We have so many cool memories shared. So now time to turn to 2025, and I'm going to do this in a different way. In past years, I've done it in different ways. It's been like kind of a montage of clips with the audio from the clip, like talking. I've done it with music montages because y'all know I love to do a music montage at the end of my videos. It's one of my favorite things to do. But this year, we are going to chat it out here at home while Sam is in the kitchen right now cooking bonus leftovers. So we had an amazing Christmas feast this year. And right now, at this point, we have a lot of turkey left, but not a lot of the other stuff. We've worked through the stuffing and the roast veggies and the Yorkshire puddings. So Sam is right now cooking Yorkshire puddings, roasted veggies, including sprouts, which are one of our favorite things. Stuffing, which makes it so good with fresh veggies in it. It's got a ton of celery and onion and oh, it's so good. Gravy, a bunch of stuff, a bunch of extra stuff to go with the turkey that we have copious amounts of left. So while he's doing that, and he's gonna knock any minute to interrupt me to go eat, so we'll have a snack break in the middle of this, but let's start. 2025 was an epic year. That's right. This year was really focused on Epic Universe opening. For those of us who are true and passionate theme park fans, we have been watching Epic Universe being built for over 5 years. We were watching it rise up from the ground here in Orlando and come to life, and the first glimpses of it in the Universal parks. And in January, we got our first look at Stella Nova, one of the Epic Universe hotels. And that was kind of the first close-up look at the park too.
I don't think either of us will ever forget what it felt like to look out the window and see Epic Universe, or even just walk up into this hotel for the first time.
Of course, there was the Epcot Festival of the Arts, which is coming up again soon.
As I was going through the year, I also noticed we can see Sam's hair getting longer and longer through the year. That progress is pretty cool.
Dino Land USA, the Dino-Rama Hester and Chester Dino-Rama section closed, so went out to pay homage to that. That's one of those theme park history and the making moments that I love to do so much on this channel. I gotta think of like a nickname for those. T.P.H.I.T.M, theme park history in the making. Big Thunder Mountain closed for the year, and it has been closed for the entire 2025.
So of course I had to go ride it one more time before it closed for the year. And I took every opportunity this year to film the Liberty Bell and Big Thunder Mountain Railroad as moments in theme park history in the making, knowing they were closing.
And it's scheduled to reopen next year in 2026, which of course I'll be there for.
Astro Orbiter also closed for a long refurbishment, so I made sure to ride that before that happened.
February was a little bit quieter of a month. We had MegaCon, which is an annual convention here in Orlando that I look forward to every year, and I love. It's a place where you can just be your absolute nerdy self, revel in your fandom. I love to see how creative everyone is with cosplay. I love to visit all the vendors and the ones that I see year after year, donate to causes, and just be a part of the community of fandoms. Sci-fi, fantasy, pop culture, everything. We had Mardi Gras at Universal, another festival I look forward to every year. Mardi Gras is so cool because just like Flower and Garden, it's just part of the park. You don't have to pay an extra ticket or anything to go to it, and we always have a blast. We love to ride the floats. We love to watch the floats go by and catch beads, the food, all of it.
I also took the opportunity to film Rip Ride Rockit as much as possible, knowing that it would be closing at the end of this year. And I did lots of update videos, staying on top of everything that was changing, all the big announcements, Horror Unleashed happening, and Universal Kids Park, anything that happened, I was on it. Also in February of this year,
me and Sam stayed at the Polynesian Resort for our first time together. That was a big one. It's one of my favorite Disney World resorts. It is such a vibe. It's one of those things, just if you know, you know. If you get it, you get it. And we got to stay there and it was incredible.
And spoiler alert, we did get to stay there again later this year. We're getting to it though. But this February stay was our first time staying there together. In March, the year really started ramping up. They introduced new wands and spells at Universal.
We had Flower and Garden Festival, which is always my birthday festival. My birthday's in March, and I love the spring, and I always look forward to Flower and Garden Festival. In March, we also had It's Tough to Be a Bug closing over at Animal Kingdom.
I also visited Magic Kingdom, rode the train to get a look at the Big Thunder Mountain construction, and spent a lot of time on Tom Sawyer Island just documenting everything. It's so cool to have this footage now, be able to look back on it and compare once the new things open.
And our first look at Terra Luna Resort, the second of the 3 Epic Universe resorts. It was so cool getting those close-up views of Epic Universe, being outside the park looking in and dreaming of what it would feel like to go in there. And Now we just celebrated Christmas there, but we'll talk about that as we get there. In April, we got our first look inside Epic Universe. I was so honored and still am honored to have been included in the media events for the grand opening of that after having my channel for 7+ years. Now, I think 8+ years. I started in 2017. That's right. So in 2027, it'll be 10 years of having this channel and pouring my heart and soul and dedication into this channel, covering theme parks, which I genuinely love. You know, I do this because I love it. I don't go to theme parks just to make content. And my content is just me being myself and sharing things I love. So this, I mean, it meant the world to me, and it still does. It's one of the greatest highlights of my YouTube career, if you want to call it that, my YouTube experience. And yeah, we were there for the opening festivities, and it was just, I get emotional even thinking about it. It was amazing. All the people that we got to see, all the friends that we got to enjoy it with, and all of you who got to be there with me through the vlog.
The park is spectacular, and I'm so excited to see it grow through the years. It was overwhelming and amazing to see Epic Universe for the first time this year. Sam and I enjoyed the pass holder preview period and went as often as we could during this time just to explore and enjoy every single thing. It was such a magical time. We'll never forget it. The park will never be the same as it was then, and we learned so much that we could share with you. So I'm just thrilled that we got to do all of this. It's amazing.
And this was when we were also first invited on the Disney Destiny. We started doing planning calls with Disney. I did not talk about it until the actual cruise in November. So behind the scenes, I was jumping up and down excited, being invited for my first time by Disney Cruise Line, being recognized by them to get to go on a brand new cruise after years of us going on cruises because we started to love them. When we first started doing Disney cruises, we didn't know if we liked them. We were like, I don't know if we're cruise people. Like, I love the ocean. Like I said, I grew up in Miami. I love boats in the ocean, but I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna love cruises or Disney cruises, even though, you know, I love Disney, but we fell in love immediately. We were like, this is it. We love this. Disney cruises feel like that old school parks magic. I do not know how to explain it. If you've seen my Disney vlogs, you get it. We love them. So being invited on that and taking those calls behind the scenes while we're at the Epic Universe media events, it was a lot. April was also a month of ups and downs. Our AC broke. We were still in our old place at that point, and it was broken for days, and we went and did like a stay at All Stars. I don't even think I vlogged it, just to escape the AC. And we were dealing with all these things breaking down at our place and knowing we had to move later in the year and all these things, but all these exciting things. So it was like, there was stress and there was ups and downs, and it was a month. Speaking of a month, yeah, there's more. In April was the first ever Volcano Bay night. So it was like a nighttime ticketed event at Volcano Bay. And of course, we bought tickets as soon as they went on sale and went to that and really, really enjoyed it. Like, I love pools. I love being in the water. I'm a Pisces. I'm a water baby. I grew up going to the beach and going in pools in the water, and being there at night was amazing. It was really, really cool. Now this month also, Helios Grand officially opened, so we booked that room ourselves to be able to stay there once again and be there for the Epic Universe pass holder previews that we're starting. But staying at Helios and getting to see that theme park view, we paid extra for theme park view. Because yes, I was invited to the media event, but we also paid out of our pocket, as we do for pretty much everything we do, to stay at Helios when it opened and be there and see that theme park view and just be part of history in the making. Theme park history in the making, another one. Another T.P.H.I.T.M. Theme park history of the making. In April was Dapper Day at Magic Kingdom. Dapper Day is kind of an event that is organized by people, not by Disney themselves, where everybody dresses up in old-timey clothes and goes to the parks. And I've been doing those since, I think, 2018. Not every single one, but as many as I can. And that was, I knew the last Dapper Day where the Liberty Bell would still be in service. So I got some incredible theme park history in the making footage of everybody all dressed up on the Liberty Bell as it went by during Dapper Day. One last time. And now we're in May. We're getting closer to summer. Sam and I stayed at the Boardwalk Resort, which was really cool. Our first time staying there together. Oh, yes?
Lunchtime.
We're being called for lunch. Let's go have some leftovers and we'll get back to this. Sam, this looks amazing. We have roast Brussels. We have cabbage. Your roast potatoes!
They finally turned
They
out
finally
good.
turned out good. They look amazing. Gravy, the British kind.
Now I just need to remember how to do this 2 years from now.
Yorkshire puddings, they look good. No, they look really good. I mean, I know.
Better than my last attempt.
Yeah. I think you just like need the right heats. I don't know, whatever. We did have a little bit of this left, cranberry, turkey. This is what we had left, and a fresh
batch of stuffing. It looks so good.
The other batch disappeared.
The other batch, we chowed it down. Oh, this looks so good. What just beeped? Is there more?
No, that's just beep.
Okay. Our tree is still up, and it will stay up till at least January 1st. Some people leave it up till Epiphany starts. We may do that, but at least January 1st. So it could be up for New Year's Eve and all the festivities. This looks so good. Wait, I didn't put a Yorkshire on my plate, but I will. But yeah, here we go for a quick lunch break. We'll be back. Have a bite. And Frosty's gonna stay up too. That was delicious. And now this calls for the finest Dr. P in all the land. Okay, let's keep going. Compliments to the chef because he did great. Now, back to our regularly scheduled programming. We lead up to in April the official grand opening of Epic Universe. After the media previews, the team member previews, the pass holder previews, all of the special events, the official grand opening happened. And as of April, Epic Universe, the first new theme park in Orlando for decades, the first new theme park in the world with this much hype for a very, very long time in many people's lifetimes, open to the public. So that was really exciting and a huge, huge part of the year. It was an epic year because that was like just a really big part of our year, that opening. And now there's a new theme park in Orlando, which is crazy. It still does not have annual passes available, so we are still visiting on a ticket by ticket basis, but we'll get there because there's more for that coming. But again, it was just such an honor to be there for the grand opening and something that we will always remember. Yeah, that was amazing. And I got to bring you all with me through these vlogs, which is just, I love that. I love getting to capture it, to have in my digital scrapbook memory journal, and also share it. Finally, the full grand opening happened and a new theme park was born to the world. Now, also in May, we started to see some more changes happening at Hollywood Studios. The Little Mermaid show that had been closed for a while reopened as a reimagined show, and the new Villains Unfairly Ever After show opened, and I was there to see both of those. And later on, like months later, Sam came with me to see it too. We both really like it. We think it's fun and funny and cute and a good addition to the park. You can sit down, get some AC. The music is good. The performers are great. Of course, I think the biggest thing was everyone wanted more performers on stage, and that would be amazing. But for what it is, I think it's pretty doggone good. We had our first Halloween Horror Nights preview merchandise reveal. And at the very end of May, a big change happened over at Universal. Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventures, which is one of the most popular rides over at Islands of Adventure and at Universal in general, started to accept Express Pass. So I went out to show you what it was like. It was a great day. And now, yeah, you can use Express on Hagrid's. Moving into June of 2025. Now we are full on in the summer. About this silly thing to hold the little mic. I don't know why, just because I'm a silly goose. Anyway, in June, Geo 82, the first adults-only lounge, opened at Walt Disney World, and it is right up in that area behind Spaceship Earth, well, like attached to the Spaceship Earth building with those windows that overlook the Walt statue. We went there for the opening weekend, and it's really nice. It's a really nice experience. Everything was really good. Obviously, it is a more pricey, upscale, higher-end experience, and we have not been back since that grand opening. I could definitely see us going back, and we thought about taking the family when they were here for the big family vacation, but it did not fit into the plans. We'll go back, I'm sure, at some point, but it is a nice swanky place for like a date night or special occasion or something. Also in June, speaking of Halloween, the first Halloween Horror Nights 2025 announcement started to come out, and I started to make my annual series of videos about it. I love Halloween Horror Nights. Both me and Sam do. Our history with Halloween Horror Nights goes back to before we knew each other. We both loved it. It came together loving it, which is really cool. It wasn't like one of us loved it and introduced the other. We both came in loving it, which is awesome. But I learned a lot about it from Sam and his videos, his Expedition Theme Park Halloween Horror Nights History series. He does like documentary style videos. In case you didn't know, he is amazing at what he does. Super smart and talented, intelligent person, very, very talented. But yeah, I learned so much about the lore and the history. I feel like growing up in Miami, going to Halloween Horror Nights was such a normal thing. Everybody went to Halloween Horror Nights and you just went. And it was Halloween, it was spooky, and it was, oh, this movie and that character and whatever. But I started learning really about the lore from Sam's videos. Anyway, I started making videos about the announcements, which would continue throughout the rest of the year until the event. The first big announcements about Piston Peak also happened in June, and I made a sit-down video talking about it. Now, one of the things I talked to you guys about was when we moved into this new place that I now have space to make more sit-down videos. I haven't done a lot because, as you will see, it's been busy since we moved in October.
But I'm excited to do more like that in the new year. Of course, my main thing is going to be vlogs, out and about vlogs, because that's what I love to do. But to be able to also do videos where I can sit and go over, obviously like showing you clips and like showing you visuals that go along with what we're talking about, go over and detail and dissect announcements like this, I think is going to be really invaluable, especially in the coming years for our Theme Park History in the Making series. But I did one of those on Piston Peak, the new announcement for the new Cars Land coming to Magic Kingdom, and I went into detail on everything that was announced. In June, we also had a very sad day, another Theme Park History in the Making moment, but a bummer of one. Muppet Vision 3D and Pizza Rizzo closed forever, and we were there for the last day. We saw a ton of friends. We made so many memories. I have some keepsakes from it all around here in my decorations and in my scrapbooks that I will keep forever. It was such a crazy feeling to know that that was going away forever. The Muppets are not leaving the park, but we'll talk about that as it comes. Actually, I think by now it was already announced that the Muppet Coaster would be taking over Rock and Roller Coaster, but we'll get there.
See you, buddy.
See ya, buddy. During June, I was watching the new test track being built, watching the construction for that, getting excited for it to reopen. We had a Friday the 13th at Universal where the Megan Horde was back doing like dances in the park. That was a fun little thing. It is kind of Theme Park History in the Making. I count things like that as part of it, even though they aren't the big construction and new projects, things closing and things opening, because they're fun little things that are part of the history of the park that are little pop-ups and for special events and promotions of movies and stuff. And it's part of it. I did a solo stay at All Star Movies, and that was fun. I may do another this year. It's fun to do if Sam ever has like a travel he needs to do or something that I'm not going for, which is rare, but I would take that opportunity to do like a solo stay. And it's something different, like a sleepover, really. We had more Halloween Horror Nights announcements videos throughout June. And now we have made it to July, the peak of summer, bright suns, long days. Bright suns makes me think of Galaxy's Edge. Sun's out till 8 p.m. Oh, my favorite. Oh, and it was hot. It was a hot summer this year. It was like we had multiple 100-degree plus days Fahrenheit. It was hot. I was out there sweating this summer, but I loved it. I think it's because I'm from Miami and like I'm Cuban American and like I grew up in a subtropical climate and it's in my blood that like I just love the heat of the sun. I am like a lizard. I get regenerated from the heat of the sun, and it felt good, but it felt bad too. Yeah, I suffered a little bit out there this summer, but it was worth it.
In July, Code Orange really started. Cracker Barrel, Home Goods, and some of the other craft stores started to have the good stuff out, and I started to do my Code Orange series of Halloween videos. I was so sad this year though, because this is the first year of not having Joann's Fabrics open for Code Orange videos, but we had a blast.
We got the first Disney Code Orange, started to see Halloween merchandise pop up in the parks. And another very sad moment in Theme Park History in the Making, the closing of the Liberty Bell, Rivers of America, and Tom Sawyer Island happened this summer. Gone forever. Cleared to make way for the new Piston Peak Cars Land that is coming to Magic Kingdom. They're also building a Villains Land towards the back, but we haven't really lost anything for that at this point. But a lot was lost for Cars Land, and I hope it's worth it. We'll see. The construction for Cars Land is now well underway, and I will continue to show all of that in even more detail this year. I'll be covering all the construction updates, but more than construction, just processes, the changes, how it affects park operations, and the feelings in the air, and also my own personal feelings about everything, because that's what kind of separates the vlogs from just this is it's a personal experience. It's my personal opinions, thoughts, feelings, and commentary on things. I started to do more Tropical America's updates at Animal Kingdom and show you that process as Dino Land is closing and Tropical America's Land is being built up, giving you details on that and the updates and all of that, which is cool to have the whole progress. Until it opens, I'll have all that. I think that's neat. And one moment I did not vlog, apparently, was on July 5th. Sam and I went for one last ride on the Liberty Bell, and we got our, let me show you. I know this is going to be a lot of glare, but hopefully you can see. We got our Liberty Bell pilot certificates. This is something they used to give out. And we got these on July 5th. I guess I didn't vlog that day. We go to the park sometimes just to hang out and enjoy things and not always vlog them because we love the parks. So I guess this was a non-vlogging day. So this will be my Theme Park History in the Making moment of last time riding the Liberty Bell. Kind of wish I would have, but it's good to not sometimes too. So I guess that means the Liberty Bell closed like the first week of July.
In July, we had some amazing hotel stays. Like we got to stay at the Boardwalk Resort at Disney, which has one of the most iconic hotel pools. We roasted marshmallows. It was pure summer vibes and it was awesome. Boardwalk is walking distance to Epcot, by the way. Yeah, totally an unforgettable stay. So magical, and another magical thing happened. The return of nighttime parades at Magic Kingdom Starlight Dream the Night Away debuted. I was there for the soft opening night, and then Sam and I had a magical stay at Disney's Contemporary Resort. It was so quintessentially summer, so magical and unforgettable for the official grand opening of the Starlight Parade. The pool, the summer sunsets, the fireworks, it was everything. As much of a summer girl as I am, love being in the pool and out in the sunshine and late nights in the summer, I also love the start of Halloween Horror Nights construction at Universal Studios Florida, and that began too.
And now we've made it to August, the dog days of summer. It's one of my favorite expressions, the dog days of summer. I love it. And I tell you this every year, but it's because of the dog star. Not because of dogs. We had an exciting August. August is Sam's birthday month, and to celebrate, we went to Las Vegas. There were a lot of Halloween Horror Nights, HHN announcements and updates and things like that. And one big thing is Halloween Horror Unleashed opened in Las Vegas, a brand new HHN creation with haunted houses and a themed area and all of this. And we did a big birthday trip for Sam, went to Las Vegas, and we did a lot more than just that, but we went to an opening media event, and then we also had purchased tickets when it first was announced before we knew whether we'd be invited to a media event or not. And regardless of whether we were or not, we bought tickets because we wanted to go for the official grand opening. So we went for that as well. We saw Jack and Chance. We saw a ton of friends there too. So that was really cool. A ton of our Orlando friends and California friends. We all got to vibe there a bit, and that was cool. We did a bunch of other Vegas stuff too. So we went to Circus Circus, and we finally got to ride the SpongeBob Dark Ride, which was a ride. If you saw that video, you know. We also got to go to the Golden Tiki finally, one of the coolest tiki bars ever, and we had the best time ever. And we paid for it the next day, but we had so much fun. And that, I think, was Sam's actual birthday, I think. And we had a lounge singer singing happy birthday to him, and it was like a movie. It was crazy. And there's so much I couldn't even capture in the video because things are just happening and some things are just for the brain vlog. Various things. It was great. We really like Las Vegas. We've been going now at least once, if not twice a year, since we started going a few years ago.
We also rented a car one day while we were there, drove out into the desert, and saw a bunch of cool stuff, including revisiting Buffalo Bills and Prim, and driving out to Red Rock Canyon and driving through a bunch of beautiful scenic vistas, and that was probably the best day.
And we don't even gamble at all. I have once played the Frankenstein slot machine, specifically because it was Frankenstein, and I think I won $5, cut my losses, and got out of there. I'm not a gambler, but I love all the weird theme parkiness of Vegas, if you know what I mean. All the themed entertainment, all the art and design and architecture and history. Yeah, we'll definitely be going to Vegas more. So I have a whole Las Vegas playlist I made. I actually organized all my playlists. So if you want to see any of this, check the list, man. It's there. Now, also in August, another thing I do every year, Spirit Halloween opened. I love Spirit Halloween. It's #1 fan. Well, I know everybody's his #1 fan, but I love Spirit Halloween, and I talk about the reasons why I love it. They're more than meets the eye, and they're more than what most people realize. This is something I've been doing since long before I had a YouTube channel. I would get so excited and drag whatever friend or family member was willing to come along with me and be like, come on, Spirit Halloween's open, let's go. I just love it. I get to play with things and try things on and play with the animatronics and get excited and just know that now it's time. Now the season is upon us. Always donate to Spirit of Children also while I'm there, and share with you the new theme for each year. Now, we also started to see a lot of other Halloween stuff opening up, like at Disney Springs, HHN construction and food booths and scare zones popping up all over the park. And then at the end of the month, Premium Scream Night, which is the night before Halloween Horror Nights opens.
This is a special after-hours event for HHN super fans. We bought tickets as soon as they went on sale and had a blast. It's the only night of a year adults can wear costumes at Halloween Horror Nights, so we dressed up like Vamp 85, a past scare zone. It is so much fun, low crowds. The houses are all open. The event is fully running. All the food is included. We loved it. And the very next night was the grand opening night of Halloween Horror Nights 2025. It's 34th year running at Universal Studios, Florida. Our favorite event of the year. We went so many times over the season. We went with family. We went with friends. We soaked the vibes up in 2025.
And now we have made it to September, back to school season. We had Beacon Barrel open over at Magic Kingdom. I wasn't there for the grand opening because I was very busy in September. We were moving. We had a lot going on. But I did go like shortly after it opened, and I really liked it. It's a really fun, cool pirate bar. The drinks I had were good. The food I had was really good. It was like these really cool appetizers that are different from anything else. Like they may have some ingredients from other restaurants around Magic Kingdom in the Adventureland area, but they make them into their own concoctions that were like really good. I like nibbles, nibbles like that, like plantain chips and dips and things like that. And the drinks were good like tiki drinks. Another theme park history in the making moment there with that opening up. And we have, yes, been back. We took the family there. They loved it. We had fun. Now, a huge chunk of September was spent packing and moving. It was a lot of work. If you've ever moved, you know. We went to Dollywood for fall and saw Great Pumpkin Luminites, and we went to Gatlinburg, and we went to Pigeon Forge, and we had so much fun, as we always do. That's our little home away from home in the Smoky Mountains in Tennessee. We thought about whether or not we would do Dollywood, and we weren't sure because the move was going on. We had so much happening. There were complications with the move. It was not smooth. Things changed. Everything was crazy. But we decided to go, and we had an amazing time, and it was a nice little break from the move, too.
We also got word that Lost Continent would be closing at some point. We don't know when. So we went to dine at Mythos, whatever you want to call it, restaurant, and look around Lost Continent. Some more theme park history in the making and documenting things before they start to change big time.
Also, end of September, beginning of October, going into that month, we went on a Halloween on the High Seas cruise on the Disney Wish. This was our first ever Halloween on the High Seas cruise, and we took family because the big family vacation started, and this was their first ever Disney cruise. We didn't have the whole family here, and anyone who was not here was missed. And hopefully we can all do this together in the future because it was amazing. We made such good memories. I know we're all like, let's do this again because it was so good and so fun. And I bought the Halloween room package. This is like an extra upcharge you can purchase, which I did. And it was so cute. And I still have all the stuff all around. And now moving into October, we started October on the high seas on the cruise. So much fun. So many memories were made. And then as we got back, the family vacation began. So we had almost, I think, the whole month of October, family in town. And we had so much fun. We went to Halloween Horror Nights a bunch. We went to all the parks. We were doing this, we were doing that. We did a stay at Cabana Bay, which was so much fun because that's where they were staying.
Even though it was October and fall, it felt like summer because it's kind of like that year round, but because of the family vacation vibes. And we did a lot of Halloween Horror Nights. A lot.
We took the family to Epic Universe for their first time ever. Oh, that was so fun. And we had a great day with the family. Man, it couldn't have gone better. You know how Epic Universe is right now, right? It's a new theme park, and you could have a good day or you could have a rough day, depending on how things are running. It's one day to the next right now, and we had a good day. Everything just worked, and it was nice. And I'm so happy for that, for them, so that they could have a good first experience there. So very, very awesome. And at the end of the month, they updated the Wicked experience at Universal Studios. And that was on Halloween day, actually. Halloween morning, I woke up very early and went to the Wicked experience and showed you the changes there. Super, super cool. And I can't believe it, but we've made it to November. Wow, November feels like just yesterday because it's December right now. Christmas appeared at Magic Kingdom. It was beautiful. Zootopia Better Together opened and I was there for the pass holder preview. It was a lot of fun. Probably the most memorable part of the day was meeting Nick and Judy. Those character meet and greets are really good. We had Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party and Jollywood Nights. Oh man, we had so much fun. I actually think I prefer Jollywood Nights this year. It's a more adult event and it's a little more swanky and everyone dresses up. And I don't dress up often, as you know. I am a t-shirts and shorts kind of girl. I like to be comfortable. I'm not really into fashion. As much as I admire other people and their fashions and how creative and cute people can look, I'm just not into it. Like, it's not my thing. So I just like to be comfortable. But once in a while, I like an excuse to dress up and get a little sparkly. And we did for that night. And like the drinks and the rare character meet and greets. It was so fun. I really feel like they've improved that event. And that's why sometimes you got to stick with things. You got to wait it out and let them come into themselves. And I think Jollywood Nights really, really has. I did some of my holiday resort tours where I take you around to see the decorations and try the holiday treats and see the gingerbread and all of that. I did those throughout November and December. Did the Disney Springs Christmas tree trail, which I always love. And then we went on the Disney Destiny, our very first ever time being invited by Disney Cruise Line, our very first time being on a brand new cruise ship for an opening preview inaugural cruise. And we had an amazing time. It's a really great ship. And I went into detail about our thoughts on it, comparing it to the Wish and the other ships. So if you want to see that, check out those videos because it's a lot. But suffice it to say, it is fun and it is beautiful and they outdid themselves. All I gotta say is Haunted Mansion Parlor.
The themed dinners and lounges and the themed areas of the ship are so incredible. Being out at sea already is amazing. We got some island time, lots of water time, water slides, all of it. We got some behind the scenes looks at the Hercules show aboard the ship and fireworks at sea, and there's just nothing like a Disney cruise. And the ships just keep getting cooler and cooler and cooler. The theming keeps getting more out of hand and amazing. It's an emotional experience. It really, really is.
And now we're in December. This very, very month that we are in. The last Christmas in Dino Land USA over at Animal Kingdom. We thought last year was the last Christmas in Dino Land, but a small portion of Dino Land is still open. Just the Dino Institute, like the dinosaur ride and the little area around is open. So they had Santa Claus there and gingerbread cookies and characters in their holiday outfits and the Merry Menagerie, which is so precious and beautiful. It was lovely. Continued on with like resort tours of showing gingerbread and Christmas trees and the resorts and stuff like that. Something that is another tradition of mine that I really, really love to do. It just brings you into the spirit. It's so cozy. It's so magical and sparkling and beautiful. Rock and Roller Coaster, which is closing in March, forever, the beginning of March, but to be reopened shortly after as a Rock and Roller Coaster featuring the Muppets instead of Aerosmith. So it's just going to be rethemed. In December, as a total surprise, without announcing it, they closed the pre-show. That whole pre-show where you get your backstage pass closed. So I went there as soon as I heard the news because that is a theme park history in the making moment and documented that and went to see what it was like and showed you what that was like. Sam and I got to stay in the Disney Polynesian bungalows, a place we never thought we'd step foot inside of or get to see. And that was so memorable. So special. We made such special holiday memories there and like a very special part of our holiday season this year. Found out that Finnegan's is closing for almost all of 2026, so we had to go out and dine there. Me and Sam had a nice meal at Finnegan's. Universal, I do updates on their parks all year long, big and small. Anything that happens in the Universal parks, I am there updating you. And that's one of the things that happened. We went to Epic Universe a few times this year just to check different things out, but we went in November once when the very first holiday treats came out, like the Snoggled Hog and stuff and How to Train Your Dragon. But then I went in December to see it like fully decked out for Christmas. Epic Universe's first ever Christmas holiday season. And it was beautiful and it was great. And then we did our first ever apartment tour. It was like such a fun day. We had such an awesome day. We shopped for British food. We just really, really enjoyed showing off the apartment, the new place kind of set up as it is. The first time I've ever done anything like that. I don't normally do like at home type of videos or personal life type of videos. I normally bring you to go out and do stuff. You know, that's what the channel is all about. After that, you know, there's good and there's bad, there's happy and there's sad. And there was definitely some sad news after that, losing a friend, which by now you all know about and I have talked about, and I don't know that I have any words left. It's just like, one thing I haven't talked about a lot is back in 2020, I lost my brother, and this was the 5th Christmas without him, and other family members I've lost. And, you know, we've all been through loss and hardship and losing someone you love, whether it's a family member or a friend, like a friend that you talk to all the time and that you just think will always be there. And I have shared a lot of my thoughts about it, and I appreciate you all so much for being there and sharing your thoughts and memories too. It was just like days before Christmas, and it's, you know, I've talked to a lot of people, a lot of mutual friends, and we've been in contact and just being there for each other and stuff. I've tried to remain a warm, safe place for you all where you can land and be here and know that you're safe and know that you're good and know that you're part of the Enthused Crew and you're welcome here, and keep bringing you a place that is comforting and uplifting. And that's what I'll keep doing. We all have our own special spark inside of us. We all have our own special way of being, our own way of thinking. We all have something special inside of us that you can channel into the world in whatever different way. So obviously not everybody does this, making videos and vlogging and stuff, but it is one of the things that I do, one of the ways that I channel my creative energy, my passions, my hobbies. And I share that with a lot of friends, and that's really, really cool. And I share that with all of you. But there are a lot of other things like that I have done in the past that some of you may do, like music and writing and poetry and dancing and working out, exercise, cooking, crafting, business, science. Well, I'll just name everything in the world. Anything you do can be an art and a craft if you want it to be and if it comes from that spark within yourself. So making a happy space for your family and friends and loved ones, that is an art too. So let's all keep doing that. Let's all keep being a spark in this world, a happy place for each other, but in your own way. Everyone has their own way of doing it. And my way, me, Jackie, is to be enthused and encourage you to be enthused. I want us all to share our enthusiasms, because just a little personal aside, when I started my blog, Super Enthused, before it became a YouTube channel, and then later as it became a YouTube channel, I did it because I had all these hobbies and interests that were kind of considered nerdy at the time. I just felt like I wanted to share this area of my life with more people because I knew they were out there who were as enthusiastic about these things as I am, enthusiasts like me. Maybe we don't all see eye to eye on everything or like all the same things, but in general, overall. And I found that community here, and it is incredible, and it extends like real life friends who are actual friends who I talk to all the time and are a really big part of my life, to like virtual friends and community and Enthused Crew. One of the reasons why I reply to so many comments is because I really like it. I genuinely like it. I know a lot of YouTubers kind of stay out of their comments, and I completely get why and respect why. Those boundaries and like mental health and all that, it's really important. And I completely respect that it's not for everyone. But for me, I love chatting with you guys. I see it as us chatting. I love getting in the comments, even when I don't have time. Like sometimes I get behind and it takes me a while to catch up and I can't reply to everything, but I read as much as I can. Like I read it and I think about it and I chat back as much as I can. I really enjoy chatting with you all. And that's in the YouTube comments, the Facebook comments, Instagram, like wherever I'm posting. I like to have conversations and chat with you all online, and I love to do it online. I feel like I was always a kind of an early adopter of online stuff, and I used to like go into chat rooms and stuff, and that's a whole other story. But anyway, I believe I have published about 125 videos this year in 2025. So this should be what, the 126, I think, ish video for the year. That's pretty good. Pretty good way to wrap it up. Thank you for supporting me, a lady who has this channel. I film and edit all of my videos by myself. I come up with everything. I document our lives and I share it because I have a calling to do it and I love it and I will continue to. So I appreciate each and every one of you who are part of this with me. I'm sending you 10 tons of love today. I'll see you for the next video and I'll see you next year. And until then, as always, stay enthused. Bye.